Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Angry Cast and Rental Store Simulator. If you don't know what this is, it's about $5 on Steam. I got it on sale for about $2.50. If you played Supermarket Simulator, or you know what Supermarket Simulator is, basically the same idea, but instead of a grocery store, you run a video store, and it's like a throwback to the 90s and the 80s when we actually went physically into a store and for like $5 rented a movie on a video cassette or even DVD towards the end, took it home, watched it, and had to return it. And not only that, we had to rewind the tape or we faced a penalty upon returning the video. But that's enough about my childhood and the Gen X years. Let's go ahead and get in there with a new game. Enter store name. Angry Video. How about that? Angry Video. Or we could be really, let's be cool. Let's not be stupid. But okay, cool. Are they gonna take our name? Uh-oh. We crashed the game already. Did it actually do anything? What is the name of our store there? Alright, whatever. Okay, so goal: serve 50 customers, own 40 movies, and re-clean 50 movies. Alright, well, here's our little itty bitty store. Oh, there's a store. Oh my, there's storage. Wait, hold on a second. I haven't done anything yet. Harold or Herc? How do I have $10,000 already? How the heck have I done anything? Hold on a second. Ah, there we are. I don't know. When you hit load, it actually just started into a game. I haven't even done anything yet, so I don't know why it was doing it. Okay, so here we go. Started out, we got our name on the video store, and look at this mess. Yeah, oh, we got trash. So use tab to select the trash bin. Alright, we can go around and collect all these things. That gives us points towards our store. And once we up the store level, I think we can get more things. Alright, we did that. Okay, now we need to tab and select the broom. We gotta sweep the sidewalk. Sweep the leaves off of the sidewalk. Just making them disappear. We're not actually moving the leaves, we're just making them disappear. Alright, now we're store level 2. Well, gee, this is such an easy game. But it's 8:04 in the morning. We are burning daylight. There's one more leaf pile somewhere. Where the hell's it at? Individual leaves? No, don't count. No, that doesn't count on it. Oh, okay. It's over here by the dumpster in the parking lot. We don't even care. Don't even care. But can't have that happening. All right, now we have to do the sponge. Now, just like grocery market or grocery store or supermarket simulator, you have to clean, the windows and such, the dirt from the floors and everything else. This is the same idea. Kind of built in the same thing. I mean, the city looks kind of the same. The same, built in the whatever platform that all the other games are built in. Probably like the card trading simulator. Can we go in? We cannot leave. We cannot leave this area. We are stuck here. We are stuck. Can we go? How far can we go this way? The road's even blocked off, and there's no cars coming down the street. Oh, we can go pretty far, though. No, now we can't. So we go to the end of this parking lot. We go back here. How far can we go back here? Nope, we can't leave the parking lot. We can jump, but we can't leave this parking lot. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Let's start screwing around. Let's get in our inventory. Press I. So we've got a sales desk. We've got to put a sales desk somewhere. Alright, well. Let's see here. Empty. Let's get the... So, sales desk. I'm going to say, probably best to put the sales desk somewhere where we can get to everything. Now, that's a storage room, so I'm probably going to want to do this here. Alright. So this gets us... Yeah, that's about right. Gives us room to get behind. Alright, interact with a computer and open the store. Well, look at this. Look at the CRT on this sucker. I like a big boxy. Yes. Purchase a shelf and a recliner. Okay, purchase a shelf. So store, movie shelf is $100. Let's order it. Is it outside, like a supermarket simulator? No, it's not. It's... Wait, hold on. Let's do this in order. Wait, purchased a recliner. So, recliner. You don't know what a recliner is. This is just basically rewinds and cleans the movies. Yes, we're going to get into some, dad stuff here. Old man on his lawn yelling at you. Alright, so setting up. Place this. So, our inventory, we have the shelf times 2. So, how do we, let's see here. Q and E is rotate. Left control. Oh, here we go. Snap. Snap to it. Alright, we'll put that one there, and we'll put that one there. Okay. Got our 2 stores, our shelves up. Let's go ahead and put the recliner. Let's see here. If we put it here, is it going to prevent us? I don't like that it's going to be there. Let's move it a little bit further out. Actually, let's put it right there so that I can just go boom boom. Yeah. All right, now purchase movies from the store. All right, furniture we did. Movies we need to burn. Okay, so we have, how much we got left? We got $100 left, and we can only get action movies. Not a problem. So we're Air Force, Karate Kingdom 2, Light Squad 2, and The Mob. Well, okay, I would rather get the first one, that one, that one, that one. All right, we've purchased enough. Now we need to put them on the shelf. All right, there's our movies. Pick the movies from the store. Wait, what? Pick up. Oh, so they are. Alrighty. So let's see here. Pick up the movies. Place on the floor. Place on the shelf. Okay, E. Oh, okay, that was E. So, and we'll get into the logistics of what a movie video store was like growing up. And then I got a couple other thoughts about things I'd like to do with this game, because it's sparked some nostalgia in me. Okay, now we've got all of the all those. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. We haven't done anything yet. Interact with the open sign. Oh, we have to interact with the open sign. Okay, here we go. Now we're open. Now we can start taking people. Are they going to start just showing up out of nowhere? Huh? Oh, we have a rental return. There's nothing in it. Okay. Oh, well. Oh, here we got some people finally. People are beginning to show up. All right, sir. Okay? So I had saw some early videos on this game, and oh God, he just phased out of the wall, and they're twins. Oh my gosh, it's the what's their names? The Winklevoss, the Winklevi. They've come to rent some movies. All right, let's see here. Just wait for them to come up. All right. Oh, okay. Just click on it and it goes over. All right, fine. Cost is $6, giving us 20. He requires $14 back. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Boom. Oh, this is a little bit clunky to do it that way. Oh, cool. I like it. You just didn't even take... All right, let's... what we got going on here that we have to... So, okay. Whoops, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. Okay. Here we are. Cool. Whoop. We just waltzed backwards. All right. Yeah, this is going to get old real quick. We're going to want to get an employee as soon as possible. Okay, so people rent the movies and then they return them within the same day. Oh, we got to keep our shit clean. All right. Okay, so it's not like Supermarket Simulator where you can do everything you want to do and then stop. Not even start your day. The clock is running the moment the day starts. So that's a little bit different. We're going to plan our way around that somehow. All right, here we're in at that. There you go. There's a little bit of a, it's running out of things here. We don't have any movies and we're running out of movies on the shelf. Okay. $2. You gave me a 20. Why would... Okay. I like how that just... I don't have to reach into a thing. It's just right on the screen. It's not... You know, there's not a drawer of money that I have to fiddle with. I can just do that. Oh, wait. Okay, honey, I had one... I guess I had one movie left. I am out of movies. All right, let's see if anybody returned anything yet. And the people... Oh, there you go. Hello. Thank you. All right. How do I get the movies back out? How do I get the movies out? Do I get... Okay, there's no more movies in there. We can't put them on the screen because we have to wait till they... No, I don't have anything for you to buy. Store's closing soon. All right, well... People are returning... Yeah, you're returning movies. That's good. We can return movies. We got 2 more back. Are these done yet? No, they're still working on it. So we gotta wait for the recleaner to finish. When the store is closed, flip the sign. Flip the open sign. I don't know if it's closed yet. I don't care. 2 more. Oh, they're clean? Okay. Alright. I have to wait for those to be done. Store is now closed. Okay, so I am not flipping the sign because I want to see if I can continue to interact with things and get things ready before we have to go on about the next day. I'm going to want to put... What the hell? What was that? Use. Oh, okay. Weird. No. That was weird. Empty. Okay. Any other movies back? Oh yeah, people are returning movies, all kinds of movies. Let's get our movies back. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. This is how we get around the system. We wait until the day's over, and then we do all this administrative stuff. And we had $20, and we only made $42 out of this entire day, which kind of sucks. And we're gonna probably have bills and such happening. But let's see here. Inventory. We have... Okay. Yeah. This is interesting. How do I do this? Place, move, select, R, sort, E, place. There we go. Oh, okay, cool. That was simple enough. All right. Anything else? Yep, people are still returning stuff at the end of the day. So the rentals only last for throughout the day. They don't take them. That's kind of funny. So it's like renting by the hour, which growing up you would get a movie maybe, say like we had a Blockbuster. We didn't have a Blockbuster. We had what was called Showtime Movies, and there was like a Crawford because the road it was on was actually no, I forget what the name of the street was, but because it was a main road, but it was this little. We didn't have in my hometown, we did not have the big, Blockbusters and stuff like that. We had the, mom and pop shops. How do I get, okay. Do I have any movies I have movies in my hands. But, we would, I would drive down, actually would ride my bike down a major road to the store. Crawford, whatever, West Side Video, I think it was called, and go in for like $5. You'd get a movie for about a week. Or I would rent Nintendo games. Nintendo games were big for me to rent down there. Then we had a little gas station convenience store down at the end of my street that had like $2 movies, and these were like the movies that probably weren't allowed to be watching as a kid, but they never checked IDs and they didn't care. So we would go and rent them and watch them like being okay, empty. So now we can put these back on the shelf. Oh, there we are. Well, no, okay. Oh, there we are. Okay. So I didn't get all the movies back. Interesting. I did not get all the movies back. I'm missing a few videos, and there's nobody out here anymore. So that's kind of. Yeah, that's empty. It says times 6. Oh, there was. Did I have it in my inventory? Am I recleaning the same movies? What's going on? It's almost midnight, and I don't give a shit. The movie, we're working late. Oh wait, is this? So yeah, this is our storage area. What is this? Store items? What is that? Store items. Interesting. Oh, cool. So I guess we have like all kinds of stuff we can store back here. But hmm. Oh wait, did I just restart it again? I don't know what I'm doing. Hold, please. All right, let's see if I got. Okay, there we go. Now we've got all the videos back. Now we got all the videos back. So, let's see something here. Can I buy another snack shelf? No, I cannot buy another snack shelf. I have to upgrade to level 2. I am store level 3. Why can't I buy that? Upgrade level 2. Maybe I have to. Oh, maybe I have to get through these goals in order to get to upgrade to level 2. Maybe that's what's happening. So, here's the things we can buy. Movie shelves, snack shelf, once we get up there, a sign, hardware shelf, checkout customer, confectionery stand, and fridge drinks. Interesting. And there's all the snacks we have to get to the level. And there's hardware. You can have different types of snacks. Hardware, TES, what's this? Games, I guess. I can't really, yeah, it's like an NES, a VCR player. You can rent that's one thing you could do. You could actually, if you didn't own a VCR, and this was like, in the 80s, so not everybody had a VCR. You could actually rent a VCR, and it was probably like maybe $20 a day, I think, to do that. And then we have decorations as well. Oh God. Okay, well, we're not going to be doing any of that. Let's go get the last. Let's get the last of these movies. Let's do we got Karate Kingdom, the first one. Let's go get the second one. Let's get the sequels here. Order that. Light Squad 2. Now, do we have the mob? We have the mob, don't we? We have the mob. These are very nondescript. You can't even really read them. But let's go ahead and go buy those. Put those on the shelves. So we have more. Like we're not even at the place where we can like. Whoop! What did I put the box down? Where did I what happened to the? Okay, hold on a second. Where did? Oh, okay, they went on the show. Wow, that was I didn't even notice it. Karate kick. Okay, so. Oh, okay. It's just it's very hard to see what's going on when it highlights over top of it and then it obscures your vision a little bit. So okay, we got some more movies. I think we should be good to get through this day. We own 20. Well, you know what though? They want us to actually have. I think we should get more Air Force. Yeah, let's get more Air Force. So now we own 28, and then we can. No, did I buy 2 of the same damn thing? Did I do that? Let's see here. Sort. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I didn't buy all the movies, damn it. Shit. I didn't buy Karate Kingdom 2. Ah, mother trucker. Well, we'll have to wait. We'll get it. But we have extras. So yeah, we don't have enough money. And they don't exactly tell you. You can, let's see here. Oh, yeah, you can do management stuff. Okay, here we can do management. We can hire someone. There's a training cost and a pay per hour. There's staff. We have to unlock that shit. We haven't got to that point yet. There's upgrading stores to the next level. Increase store size, snack shelves. Okay, we can't do that yet. Goals must be completed. There we go. And then once we do that, we can then add some. We have the points. That's right. We have the points. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Graffiti cleaning, trash pickup, return efficiency, recleaning speed. Let's get that up there because that takes. Oh, and I did that. Well, no, it's for me. And there's player, and then there's employees. Huh. Well, This is just all I can do. This is what the employees can do. I kind of wasted a. That wasn't very intuitive on my part. I should have known. Oh, we can actually do some. We can do a loan. I don't want to do that. That seems like a just. That seems like it's going to be a bad thing. Oh, the time stopped. If you noticed that. I'm like a squirrel. Look all over the damn place. I could take a loan to $1,000 loan and have to pay it back, but I could get everything, all the other stuff. There's all of our inventory. Ah, look at this shit. We could up the prices. Let's up the prices on everything. That'll help out a little bit. I think we should do a test and see what detention. That's Breakfast Club. You can see that. I think we should up the price to $4 on all of our movies, and see how that goes. Okay, those are the 6 that we can order from. All right, this is pretty cool. Fluke. All right, and then we have rentals. We can rent things. Interesting. All right, and then okay. So that's all the things we can do with the store name. Angry Video. All right. Is that not what it says on the sign out front? Did it say something different? Oh, okay. All right, that's day 1. Now let's have a little chat while we play. Okay. Yep. As soon as you turn the sign, it's done. Customer served 8. Movies loan 16. Employee pay, cash spent, cash received, total profit. We're in the hole. Not a problem. Not a problem. But now we're ready to go. Right off the bat, we are ready to start the day. We don't have to do anything. There's no indication that we have any graffiti or leaves or trash or anything like that. We can just go ahead and get started. And I don't know who's coming to rent a movie at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's 7:20 in the morning. But the sign says it's open. We're open, right? Oh no! Now the sign says we're open. Okay. Does that immediately get us going? So we don't have to talk about. Oh, here they come, crawling out of the woodwork. The Winklevi. I'm not going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about other things while we're playing this right now. So yeah, I've been having this like nostalgia moment of wanting to be like my youth again, where we would go to. It's like a Friday night, and me and my buddies we're gonna go watch a movie. And we didn't have HBO or anything like that, so we would go and rent a movie, and we would sit there and watch it, and then we'd have to return it. And I thought, wow, there's something about having a movie night, not just like turn it on Netflix or your streaming service, but just doing that, like physically going to the store, standing in there and looking at the you'd go to like a local Blockbuster. We had a Blockbuster as an adult here where I live, and it's now it's an urgent care. Yeah, this is now an urgent care. But people do this damn cash. We would go run to the store and oh wait, we got to type this in. No, this is different. Can I just type this in? 945211152. Enter. Okay, cool. So, but we would go into the store, and they would have just sections, like a library or a store where you had, or like a grocery store where it was. Whoop! Oh, they stole money off me, bastards. You would have action, comedy, and there would be your blockbusters, your brand new movies, like say, 2366712 like say Fantastic Four, latest Marvel movie comes out. You would go and there would be an entire. Whoops! I guess I'm out of movies. There would be an entire. Nobody's returned any movies yet. There'd be an entire row just dedicated to the entirety of say the Fantastic Four. and you would have, oh, something happened. All right, let's get these into the cleaner. You would have like, 3 or 4 shelves, and then you'd say, okay, well, there's at least one copy here somewhere, right? And you'd go and you rent your movie, you'd go home and you'd like have snacks, you had the movie candy, big box of M&Ms, big box of Junior Mints, whatever, and popcorn, Blockbuster popcorn, Act Two popcorn, microwavable popcorn. And it was an event. It was a thing. It was a, you go there and you see a bunch of people and you'd be like just standing there. And then, of course, it would be like the same argument you have every night where I don't know what we want for dinner. What do you want for dinner? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to get food from? Whatever. But you would go and you would have this indecision with your mate or whatever about what movie you're going to get, and it could lead to fights, and you just end up with like, oh, or they wouldn't even have it. 291-7907-70. Because what movie we're gonna go watch? I don't know. What do you want to watch? I don't know. Do they even have it? And like, you get it home, and especially with back in the day, you had these VCR tapes, which could be like destroyed, and like I said, you have to rewind them before Be Kind Rewind was a thing. So I had a VCR growing up that was like this older style VCR, and I mean, you're talking about like 1980 something that I had it, and you would put in tape, and like the first movie ever rented was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Okay, it was it had to have been like 1985ish, 86ish. I don't forget when the movie came out, but we had HBO, but it was brand new, like just out on video, and there was nobody can rent anything because I don't have any freaking movies yet. I'm getting there. But the first movie, ever rendered Ferris Bueller's Day Off, took it home, watched it, and then when we were done with it, you had this, it was a 2-hour movie, and then you would get all that, done, and then you'd have to rewind the movie, and it would probably take you about maybe 10 to 20 minutes to rewind the entire film, and then you'd have to, the next day or the day after, return the movie and make sure it was still working. And then sometimes you'd have this issue where the heads on the VCR got dirty and wasn't like working right, and you couldn't get the movie to play, and you're like, oh, or the tape got chewed up. That would always happen. All kinds of things go wrong, and you take it back, like, oh, I got the wrong movie in this, or I wanted to watch this, and it was like a different type of movie, if you know what I mean. So you would be like, okay, well, let me get your replacement movie, or they wouldn't have it, and something like that would happen ultimately, or it was just stretched thin, had been watched so many damn times that it was no longer playable. And this, like I said, this is back in the day when you had physical media. We didn't have a DVD back then. We didn't have streaming. We had HBO. We had Cinemax, movie channels to watch things. So it was kind of like it was very, very, very archaic compared to now. Like you just cue it up and play it. You never had to worry. See, that's the thing. You kids today do not know how easy you have it in terms of home entertainment. Like, we would go to a store to find a movie. Say, Weapons just came out. The movie, with the kids doing the Naruto run or whatever. We would not have just the instantaneous be able to just call it up on our streaming service. We had to go to a store and hope that they had it in stock. If they didn't have it in stock, we had to figure something out. You never had to worry about, oh, I want to watch a movie. Well, that movie's not available right now. That you don't have that. You do not have that. Travesty of your life of not having the ability to go rent a movie because it's out. And that's the funny thing that I don't think people understand. The difference between then and now is that the inavailability of a movie, or the unavailability of a movie, when it is no longer in stock at the store. Like you don't call up Netflix and say, or like you pull up Netflix and go to rent that or to watch that movie. You don't even rent it. Like you're borrowing it. If you have Netflix, you paid for the service, and now you have you can watch it any time. You would go and you share that with other people, and you pay for the privilege of having that movie available to you for like a day or 2 days, and it cost you money. And if you wanted to watch it again or you didn't finish it, you had to think about that. Whoops. Like say Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or something like that. If you wanted to watch that movie and you went and rented it on a Friday night, and then something happened and you got unable to finish watching it, and the day came back where you had to return it, well then you didn't get to finish the movie. You had to go rent it again. You had to go pay another $5 to rent it. Like there were some movies, because they were such high demand, like they were brand new, just out on the in theater, or just out just actually out on home video. You would only get maybe a day. Like there was a day rental. Like the movies that had been out, like say okay, Lord of the Rings had been out in 2003, The Return of the King, and then Hobbit came out in 2011, 2012. So let's say Hobbit just came out on video, and it was available for rent. That would be a one-day rental. You'd have to go and get it and watch it in one night, and then return it the next day by like 12, or they charge you a fee for a late fee. And then after so many days, then you owned it, like at the cost of the movie, like $20, and you would own it. So you think about in terms of that, The Hobbit was a brand new movie. You had a full one-day rental, but then if you wanted to watch The Lord of the Rings, any of those three movies, those were say a 5-day rental because they've been out for already a few years. These are the things you don't even realize what it was like for people of my age to have gone through when we were wanting to go home and watch a movie. It wasn't just like we just called up our Hulu and just picked it and played it. And and then of course there were sometimes there were some I think it was the type of VCR where you would put the tape in, or even the DVD player at this point. I think this even when you put the movie in on a VCR tape, all right, you pushed play. You don't have chapters. You can't just say, I want to start the movie. Like you pick the point. Let's say you want to watch a specific scene of, say, Black Panther, where the whole thing where Killmonger torches the entire of the thing underground or whatever. You gotta remember how long it is into that movie and fast forward. Hold down a button while it's playing to see it advance to that point, or you had to just kind of push a button, wait, and then say, okay, it's there, and then push play and see if you're right. DVDs, you at least had the ability to choose a chapter and say, I want to go to the next chapter. And then most of these videos came with a set of previews, commercials for up-and-coming movies. You had to wait. You had to sit through them on a VCR tape. You couldn't just skip and go right into the movie. You had to go through the first 10 minutes of previews. So yeah, you want to go watch Black Panther, you had to sit through movies, commercials for, say, Eternals or something else, or whatever's coming up next or coming new to home video. Maybe it was another movie that maybe Creed or something, because Michael B. Jordan. But at least with DVD players, you would put in the DVD, and then you could maybe skip those and get to the chapter you want to watch. But some DVD players, you put and I think my wife's DVD player was like this, her old one. You put it in. There's some movies you have to sit there and wait. You can't even fast forward through the through the previews. So it's just the amount of actual the amount of, why do I feel like I'm missing video? They didn't return them all yet? I have them. Wait, I have them in my inventory. Do I have them in? Do I got to put in? Oh, okay, they weren't cleaned yet. So it's there was a lot. I mean, there was a lot to rent a movie and watch it. It was an event. It was a big, huge deal. And some movies, probably if the VC, I don't know. I never had it on VHS. I had Titanic on VHS, and that was 2 tapes. 2 tapes, it was so long because you can only store like 2 hours of a video or of a movie on a tape, or up to 8 hours. But then the longer the better the fidelity of the shorter the amount of time on it. So if it's a 2 hour tape, you could actually make it into 6 or 8 hours. If they call it an extra long crappy play or whatever, long play, slow play, LP, and EP was the tape speeds, so 2, 4, 6, or whatever hours. The movies that were 2 hours on a tape were in a better condition than, say, the ones that are 4 and 6. It's like the transfer rate. It's like the 1080 720 kind of thing now. So because of that, like Titanic was two sets of tapes. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's see what else we can do right now. So okay, what did we do? We I think we got to the upgrade point. No, we have not. We still have 10 more customers. We still have to own 12. We cleaned 50 movies. All right, so let's go ahead and we got to own 12 more movies. So which one do we have? We're missing. We are missing. So we got Air Force. We got Air Force. We got Karate Kingdom. We don't have Karate Kingdom 2, right? No, we do not have Karate Kingdom 2. We need to buy Karate Kingdom 2. We've got, let's order those. So let's get those on the shelf. Yeah, okay, so we got that. Then we need 4 more movies. Now what, we don't have the other, which is, we don't have The Mob, do we? We don't have The Mob, right? That's the one we're missing. No, that one we have. Light Squad 2. Let's do that. We want to get that. Heard it wasn't as good as the first one, so I'm only going to get 4. No, we do have that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still... what the hell? Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, we have them all. All right, we're cool. So, all right, we've completed that one. We've got the 40 movies. Now we have to serve 50 customers. So let's go ahead and start the next day, and then we can finish off with upgrading to the next thing. Okay, so we've served 32 customers. We've loaned out 57 movies. We've no employees. Cash spent $60. $168 in total profit. Let's get to the next day. Let's get ourselves going so we can get finished here. And then you tell me whether or not we should continue watching or playing this game. Because we can, I don't know if we could expand or what's going on with that, but we'll see what happens. Like, in Supermarket Simulator, you would like take out this wall and you'd have an entire extra section, but I don't know if we're there yet. So, all right, we got nothing in here. Everything else is going on. Here come the people. We're gonna kick that last 10 customers out, and we'll be good. But yeah, that's oh my gosh. So yeah, I miss. And then like video stores. Then we had the the Red Box. And our local grocery store, Giant Eagle, had an entire called Eagle Video, where I bought a lot of, like, they were closing down at one point, and I bought a lot of DVDs real cheap, like $2 movies from them, because they were getting rid of them. They're getting rid of the inventory. So, and there was a lot of, I remember a couple of times, like, you'd see video stores were moving to a different location, so they had these big huge deals. This was a smart idea back then. They'd have these big huge deals where you would have a weekend where you could rent 3 movies for the price of 1 or something like that, because they knew that they were moving and that was less inventory they had to truck over from one location to the other. And that's a shit ton of movies to have to do that. So they'd make people go rent them all out so that everybody returned to the new location. That was pretty smart. 411-8236. Whoop. Okay, I see what I did wrong. 4114-8236. But then we got to the point where Blockbusters were dying, and then you had these red boxes outside where the DVDs were just in a vending machine, and that wasn't as fun. And I don't know how people managed to do game rentals like that, because it was one thing when you would play Nintendo games where like you could finish a game within in an afternoon or a couple days, or as long as you had the movie rental. But like say like Grand Theft Auto 3, renting from a block like a red box or something like that. There's no way you're going to finish Grand Theft Auto 3 in a day, and maybe even 3 days. I mean, it took me a while. So then you had like GameFly. Remember, I don't know if everybody remembers GameFly. You could rent movies that way. But you know, okay, we completed it. The last few customers, so and we just get through this day, and we'll be able to upgrade. Megan was one of the last few holdouts of actual physical Netflix DVD sale rentals. she would still get like 2 DVDs, rentals for like she was grandfathered in on the old plan. And then when streaming hit, she kept it, but finally got rid of it because it was. I mean, you couldn't. She had movies that were on like her list that were never coming in. She was like, "So what's the point? Oh, we got some movies back. We got to get them cleaned." Oh shit. Okay. All right, give me all the movies. Come on, give me all the movies. Let's get them in there. So here's the thing I really wanted to push out to you. This idea. I used to write a blog, Mongo Angry Mongo Smash. That's how I got started, and it used to be like just pop culture references, stuff like that, musings, things that would piss me off, Hollywood would piss me off, and I haven't wrote anything for like maybe 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years. I think the last thing I did with it was at one point I brought it back to edit some old posts that I took, and I did what was called the No Man's Sky of the Chronicles, where I would basically like have some sort of maybe existential discussion about life or whatever else. And do I have anything to put on the shelf? There we go. I would just would read my own blog post over top of me playing No Man's Sky in the background with just sort of like nostalgic and sort of like things happening in the background while I was playing in the foreground, that kind of thing. Or I was reading in the foreground, I should say. But like again, I have not written that blog for quite some time. But it got me thinking, like this whole idea about this nostalgia of renting videos and the movie nights. What if I had a sort of a throwback blog post about what movies you would rent for an entire weekend, and it'd be like a theme, like 3 movies about haunted houses, 3 movies about superheroes, 3 movies about treasure hunting, stuff like that. Like 1 movie you'd watch on a Friday night, 1 movie you watch on a Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon, because that's how you would want to pretty much consume a Monday on a Sunday, because it's like you got to get to work, you got maybe football games happening or whatever, you got work you got to do or yard work and stuff like that. So would be Sunday afternoon. But I thought about that, like Friday nights, Saturday nights, and I thought about like growing up, going and renting those movies for like a whole weekend, and then sitting there saying, okay, I'm going to watch a 2-hour movie on Friday night, I'm going to watch a 2-hour movie on Saturday night, I'm going to watch a 2-hour movie on Sunday afternoon. So, but that was just my thought about maybe I should play the game in the background and talk about what movies and why they would be good for this theme, and what what's they stand out, and just sort of have that throwback discussion about movies in general, and just that event, that renting of a movie. But I don't know, it's a thought. Maybe we'll do that. It depends on how well we do here, because I mean I don't have a lot of time to play video games that much. So this takes time for me to do it. So it might be worth it if I see some love on the videos, and see if you guys are enjoying it. And we can I will of course record a video about me playing the game and the concept of the game and everything. But then we'll maybe do a just housekeeping video of me just getting through, you know, just every single day, you know, the meaningless life of just being a rental a rental company and doing this while talking about these movies and just reciting those blog posts. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense at this point. Who knows? It's been a long day. But I have tons of ideas for, you know, what 3 movies would I rent over a weekend, and having like some sort of thematic, you know, what 3 movies, what would that theme be, and how they all interrelate to each other, and why. That's kind of what I used to do with the blog. I used to kind of like, you know, connect the dots on you know, pop culture, video games, and movies, and all kinds of stuff in life, and you know, a little bit of politics. Not very much in the way of politics, but in fact, you know, one of the things we used to do was, hey, somebody walked right through my damn storage section. I'm going to scrub you up. I used to do every year was the D-bag awards, you know, the big douchebag awards for people, you know, who did stupid things. There you go. You can rent something now. But yeah, you know, let me know if you'd like that idea. I mean, obviously, if I don't see any views on the video, I'll know that nobody gives a shit. I already found that out from playing Planet Crafter. Nobody watched those videos. So, alright, let's see here. Okay. Oh, there's 11. I have 11. Is it? No. There we go. Get those. More videos coming back. Yep, 2 more coming back. Yeah, almost $600 from today. That's pretty cool. The store is now closed. Everybody's just returning their videos. Nobody's going to be running anymore. So yeah, there we go. We completed the first 3 days. We've reached the next level of you know, what's going to happen, and we will pretty much get done here soon. So hold on a second. All right, we've cleaned all our videos. Everything's back on the shelves. Everything's ready for the next day. No more videos in there. We've cleaned up everything. We have already hit the last of it. So let's see what we can do before I close the day. We could purchase the next store list. We can purchase for $500. We can purchase the next upgrade, which increases the store size and the snack shelves and signs. 6 new movies, 3 new snacks, 3 new walls, 3 new floors, and 1 desk color. You cannot upgrade with an inactive loan. Okay, so you'd have to pay back your loan. We've got 2 available points on stuff. I'm not going to do any of that right now, but we can. Now we can buy that stuff. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and save the game so that we will do that next time. But that's it for the first video on Rental Store Simulator. It's kind of neat, kind of cool, a little bit clunky, a little bit different. It's a niche. It's a very niche idea for one of these simulator, like job simulator type games. But it does improve on a lot of things, and it does have a lot of different cool things that I think is worthwhile, and I'm kind of happy to see what happens with it. But if you want to see more of it, let me know. Like and subscribe, leave some comments, see what you like, and maybe we'll throw some links to some merch, some old school merch. But that'll do it for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.